G'day, how's it going? My name's Mattea and I live here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. Now, I just wanted to come here and encourage you today in some things that God's been teaching me throughout this past year. And it all started off when He asked me to move town. And at this time, it's terrifying to do when you know no one there, I moved in with my grandma, which is a great blessing, but at the same time, when you don't know people, you don't know churches, you don't know work, it's a very terrifying thing. But at this time, he equips us as well. At that time, he doesn't send us on a mission without equipping us. And what he equipped me with was a Bible verse. It was Joshua 1:9. And it says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Sometimes when he calls us, it's terrifying. We're not prepared for it. We don't think we are. We don't think it's what we're supposed to be doing, but who knows that God has a much bigger plan than all of us. And sometimes we forget where we fit in the grand spectrum of things. But God has been teaching me that he supplies, that he is a loving Father, and that he'll never let us fall. And like he promises, God never fails to come through on a promise. If he promises, and he'll fulfill that promise. And he says also, rest in me and trust that I am God. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, is just to rest in a situation when everyone's saying, you've got to pay this, you've got to pay that, you've got to pay this, you've got to pay that. Why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? This has got to be done. And you're sitting there and your head's just whirling with everyone's thoughts, and you start then doubting yourself, and you start then doubting the words that God's given you and the words that he's given you to survive on and live by. You can start to drift away and forget where he fits in the picture. And I just wanted to encourage you to trust that he is God. He is our loving Father. And where he calls, he equips. Where you go, he will go. What you think, he knows. What you thought, he knew. What you do, he knew it too. But he loves you still. We make mistakes, but he loves us still. And sometimes that's so hard for us to wrap our minds around, that we can do anything because we're human. He may not like it. He probably won't like it, but he still loves us. And just knowing that he's never going to leave us, and that he encourages us. He says, just be strong, be courageous in me. Don't get discouraged. Clearly we're going to get discouragements. If he says don't be discouraged, we're going to get hit with discouragements. But he says, the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So as long as you've got him in your heart, my dear person, you are on the right path. Nothing can stop you. And sometimes that's all we need, isn't it? Our Abba Father fighting for us against the devil. Because guess what? He already won the battle. So we can rest in him and trust that his sword is mightier than all. Just want to encourage you in that one, and have a lovely day. God bless you.